Buffalo Bills have wrapped up their fourth training camp practice on Sunday. It was a non-padded practice, so I think we have to take everything we saw with a grain of salt. I do think we have some clarity on a couple of key position battles. A second-year player is really starting to shine, and two All-Pros on this team looked like All-Pros on Sunday. I am Josh McCarty from Bills Chat. Let's get into all of it right now with our training camp recap. First and foremost, Bills co-owner Kim Pegula was out at St. John's Fisher watching the Bills practice. That was such a sight for sore eyes. This was Kim Pegula's first public appearance in over a year since her health battle that she's been dealing with. And we obviously wish Kim Pegula, Terry Pegula, and the entire Pegula family all the best as they navigate this situation. But man, was it good to see the Bills co-owner out there cheering on her team. Sean McDermott did confirm that pads will be on Monday, so I think at that point we'll be able to see some position battles really start to take shape. But for now, I think we did learn a lot about three position battles. One, it sure feels like the guard job, the right guard spot, is a battle between O'Cyrus Torrence and Ryan Bates. You have not seen Ike Bacher come in there with the ones at all. David Edwards, very limited opportunities with the ones, and Tommy Doyle has not been in there either at guard. So it really sure feels like the incumbent starter, Ryan Bates, is battling with the second-round draft pick, O'Cyrus Torrence. It was Bates on Wednesday with the first team, Torrence primarily on Thursday and Friday, and then both of them worked with the ones in multiple drills on Sunday. Once the pads come on, I think we will have a very good idea of who the Bills' starting right guard is going to be week one against the Jets. Another key positional battle that I think we're getting some clarity on is middle linebacker. It's now down to three names, in my opinion, because Dorian Williams has already been confirmed kind of out of the middle linebacker running. He's focusing on that weak side linebacker role as a backup to Matt Milano. Also, you really haven't seen A.J. Klein factor in at all with the first team. So it comes down to three names: Tyrell Dodson, Balin Spector, and Terrell Bernard. They've all taken terms with the first team. It was Tyrell Dodson again on Sunday. I think it's Tyrell Dodson's job to lose. I think Ty would go to the veteran in this scenario. But once the pads come on, once the preseason games happen, both Spector and Bernard will certainly have an opportunity to take that job from him. And that, to me, is the most exciting position battle to watch because I think it is truly anybody's job to gain. Cornerback sure feels like Dane Jackson is ahead of the pack. He was out there again with the ones today. Kaiir Elam did work in some with the ones, but that was even when Trey White was getting a rest. Had an up and down day in coverage, some good, some bad, but at this point in time, it sure feels like it would be an upset if Dane Jackson isn't starting opposite Tre'Davious White week one when the Bills take on the New York Jets. Stefon Diggs is good at football. This just in. He was dominant out there again today. That has been the theme of training camp, that Stefon Diggs and Josh Allen cannot be stopped. One-on-one drills, he was going against Tre'Davious White 3 times in a row, and Diggs got the best of the former All-Pro cornerback. Diggs looks like he is in mid-season form, came into this season with an attitude and looks ready to roll so far through 4 days of training camp. James Cook had an electric touchdown on a wheel route on Sunday, and this is a theme with James Cook for the first 4 practices as he has been working more and more in passing situations for the Bills offense. The thing that made James Cook such an intriguing prospect coming out of Georgia was his ability to be an X factor in the passing game. We did not see the Bills take advantage of that too much last year. One, because Devin Singletary had become so reliable in pass protection. And two, just because Cook was a rookie and you saw Ken Dorsey and Sean McDermott really hesitate away from younger players last year. But Devin Singletary is gone. I think Nyheim Hines might have factored into that third down back role, but now he's out for the year. And Damian Harris's calling card has never really been pass game usage. We saw James Cook in the third down practice on Thursday work a lot in pass protection, blocking, chipping, and now we're seeing him used in a variety of ways, getting the ball in space, getting the ball downfield as a weapon. This has the potential to unlock a level of James Cook that could be super exciting and put a real high ceiling on this offense. I hope it comes to fruition because James Cook, when used in the passing game, combined with what he can do in the running game, has a chance to be a real special player. On the defensive side of the ball, Jordan Poyer made another big play today, an interception off of Josh Allen, a ball intended for Stefon Diggs. Second wow interception by Jordan Poyer. And if we can see him get back to that all-pro level, that really the only thing preventing him from being there last year was the laundry list of injuries he was dealing with. That can unlock so much potential on this defense. It's only 4 practices, but Jordan Poyer is absolutely one of those wild card players that if we get the best version of him this year, the sky is the limit for this team. Speaking of defense, an unlikely hero with a pick 6, Poona Ford with an interception and a score off of Josh Allen. Josh Allen tried to chase him down. Don Beebe to his Leon Lett was unsuccessful trying to strip him of the ball late, and Poona Ford gets into the end zone. That had to be a very exciting moment for Ford and the entire defensive unit. Speaking of defense, backup defensive tackle Tim Settle did leave briefly with an injury. He was seen joking around with his kids after practice. He walked off in his own power. Sure doesn't feel like that's anything to be too concerned about. We'll wait for an update from Sean McDermott. Couple other nicks in this practice. Backup wide receiver Brian Thompson and backup cornerback Kyron Brown both left on their own power, went to the medical tent, did not return. We will wait for Coach McDermott to give an update as the week goes on. The Bills are back on the practice field on Monday at 9:45. Pads will be on. Cannot wait for that. I would love it if you keep it locked into Bills Chat. I will be here every day with a recap of everything happening at St. John's Fisher. I will see you next time on Quick Chat.